So it's probably a play off of those words. Plus, he is also a right-wing conservative. So it's probably also a play off of the whole global warming thing,
Ah.
which most of the right-wing conservatives in this country believe is a liberal plot to cost jobs and rein in businesses.
Yeah. Just
So,
press shift and look up. I did that for the first time for ages before. Just press shift and look up at the size of that thing.
yeah,
That's ridiculous.
it's incredible.
It really is.
really is. Especially when you get down here to the water level and look up and get kind of the more the everything going out in every direction.
Wow, yeah.
It's quite a feature you've built here.
It really is huge, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, even more so when you reckon it's actually 4 times that size because all the floors are 4 blocks deep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
And I remember back when it was just basically the ball there and one hallway coming, one or two hallways coming off from it, and I thought that was enormous.
Yeah, I remember
And
that day when you said, "Have you built the Starship Enterprise there?" Because it had the two.
yeah, it looked like it on the map, yeah.
Hello, Mr. Slime.
Like you said, and like you said the other day, you know, it's like the huge monolith, the Fiend Core monolith.
Mm.
That's the heart of the hive that is basically dwarfed now. The whole rest of the hive is so big that the ball and the monolith are dwarfed and you don't even really see them anymore. You're about to get hit. Ooh, I saw the heart above his head just then.
Yeah.
Yeah. You hit him. Yeah, I'm seeing the hearts above their heads. I guess
Yeah, I
maybe
can see
you were just maybe killing them too fast.
Well, this sword's a sharpness 4, so it does tend to hit a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Food check.
Yay, thank you.
Let's see, where did I put my phone? Just realized I hadn't heard from the woman in a while. Not since she went out shopping.
Hmm.
And it didn't take me long, God bless her.
See, she does love you.
There are times, yes.
There's, she's got a half day tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
and then she doesn't work then until Tuesday night, and then she's got 4 nights, so she's got to swap over. So she said to me when I was tucking her in tonight, when she was going to bed, she says, "Will you be seeing G later?" I says, "Yes." And she says, "Is he off tomorrow?" I said, "I don't know." I says, "I'll have to see, I think so." She says, "Oh," she said, "Will he be free?" Because she'll have to stay up late to swing around tonight, you know. So I think she's got plans.
I think so.
I'll get into the habit of repairing these pickaxes yet. I keep just missing it. I keep just breaking it. I think, oh. Have they changed the texture for dirt? I don't remember dirt having those little grey pebbles in it.
Ooh.
Oh, you won't know. No. You
Yeah, I
won't know.
don't know.
Did you get those links I sent for Cinema Sins?
I did. Lord, I loved that.
It's very good.
That was a great site. Yeah, it's one of them I've definitely bookmarked now. Lots of fun.
Mm.
Yeah, I put that right in there with Nostalgia Critic and How It Should Have Ended.
Nostalgia Critic, what's that?
It's a guy that does movie and TV and game reviews and that, mostly movie and stuff. It's one of the guys on the Blistered Thumbs webpage. It's the same place you find, I think I've listed, but put links before to like Spoonie and that sort of thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Nostalgia Critic. He I think the tagline is something, it's what we watch the movies so you don't have to. And most of the stuff that he does is exactly that. It's why he calls a nostalgia critic. It's mostly like 70s and 80s stuff and that sort of thing. It's like, movies that you remember from your childhood or your young teenage years that you think you remember you liked.
Yeah.
But we're going to review it for you and realize how bad it really was. You just didn't know any better.
That's it. That's really the case.
Mm-hmm. It's like the folks that get all worked up about the Michael Bay Transformers.
Yeah.
It's like y'all are getting so upset about the fact that oh, he's not staying true to the source material, and it's like the source material were 30-minute long commercials for toys. I mean, please, yes, he's made a movie. He did exactly what J.J. Abrams did with the Star Trek geeks that get so upset about the reimagining, the rebooting of Star Trek.
Yeah.
It's like, what did J.J. do? J.J. rebooted the series so that you didn't have to be a 45-year-old or 50-year-old Star Trek geek who's seen every episode to understand what was going on and to enjoy it. Now it's kind of like the Dungeons and Dragons game. Every year, one of the problems with D&D is that every year the population of people that play D&D gets a little smaller and a little smaller and a little smaller.
Well, it's sad but true. It's the same as Minecraft in a way, I think now. And it's gradually, you notice some of the bigger names drifting away and people drifting away to play other games.
Yeah, but the number of people that play are still. I mean, the game is up to what it just recently sold its 20 millionth copy or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, D&D is a little bit different. Yeah, D&D is a little bit different in that there isn't enough fresh blood coming in to replace the old blood going out.
Yeah.
And that's the way I think Star Trek was getting to be. Star Trek was getting to be a real nerd's paradise, in that if you were a Star Trek nerd, you still caught everything. But if you weren't a Star Trek nerd, you weren't going to just suddenly start watching Star Trek for no reason.
Yes, that has a lot to do with a lot of series, really. Mm-hmm. You don't get the accessibility to be able to just jump into the series.
Exactly.
Which accessibility is a good thing, and it's also a bad thing, because, for instance, there are some series out there that it doesn't matter if you haven't seen the previous 2 series or the last 6 episodes of this series. You can just watch it and enjoy the episode, and it's that. But that's okay for attracting newer viewers, but it's not very satisfying for long-term viewers.
Yes.
I mean, for instance, I'm at the moment I'm watching series 4 of Chuck, and that, it's lost me. I'm bored with it, because it simply is. It's a case of every episode really is more or less standalone. There's very little continuity with it. Yeah,
that was one of the truly remarkable things I think about X-Files, is that X-Files was able to pull that off. They had several overarching, storylines and plots like that, yet most of the episodes were still able to stand on their own and be really nice episodes.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, they walked that fine line and did a wonderful job.
Yes, I agree with you, yeah. There's always the exception that proves the rule.
Yeah.
Am I full again? Oh, good grief, how much cobblestone am I getting?
Yeah, you're double drops are really
Yeah.
turning you up, I think. I mean, I get them, but not nearly to that level.
Well, at 95.5% chance now, you know, it's every block is 2 blocks. So
Yeah.
I'll have mined the hive out twice by the time I've finished. It's great when you're doing mining things like iron, but when you're mining things like cobble, it's a pain.
Mm-hmm.
I'll come and use your anvil for a minute. Hey. They've actually had it. That's a really good sound effect for the anvil now, isn't it?
Yeah, I do like it.
Yeah.
Oops, don't need that one.
I wish I had some talent for with texture packs for changing colours and things, because like I say, I love that Sortex shape for the ores, that sort of round patch, which is really nice, but because I don't tend to use Sortex's stone, what I used to have to do was I used to have to go in, put it into Photoshop and then use an eraser tool on pixel size and delete all the stone around the patch.
Yep.
And then copy it off and put it onto a new piece of stone, which gets really laborious and tiring when you're doing it 6 times for a pack, and then you suddenly decide, well, I want to try this stone. You know.
Yeah.
I would love to be able to just sort of like have a generic grayscale piece of this, of that picture, and just be able to slide it backwards and forwards to change the colouring. You know, so if I wanted to say, well, I want this to be amber, I can change it to an orangey colour, and if I want it to be uranium, I can change it to a green colour, you know.
You should be able to do that, shouldn't you?
Well, I'm quite certain people can, yes.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is I haven't got the mastery of colour schemes to do that, you know. Right, I'll have to go and take all this junk back.
I have no idea what the command and all would be, but it seems like something you should be able to do in that.
Yeah, I think it's just you basically have to have the original picture in some sort of grayscale or something.
Because I mean, it took me 30 minutes last night to find out how to. I knew there had to be a function that'd do it. There's a function in GIMP called seamless transitions, which once you make a thing, you know, I was sitting there and I was trying to cut and paste from one side of the block to the other, you know, so that my lines that went across would continue on the other side and all that. And then I finally found that it's like there has to be a way to do this. And finally, after about 30 minutes of researching and all, found that there's a function buried in one of the menus called seamless transitions, which will do exactly that. It'll set once you get it done, it basically copies a little bit from one side and brings it over to the other, and then smudges them around a little bit, so that you don't get the tile effect, you know, or not as bad. Yeah,
that Minecraft post I mentioned the other day, that he talks about that, and he says you divide your picture up into 4, he says, and then you take a bit from the left hand top one and put it down in there and put this on that one, and he's explained how to do it manually, you know.
Yeah, and this function in the program basically does that for you to a degree. Probably not as smoothly as he would do it.
Well, I don't know. It must be so nice just to be able to, like you said, just do that.
But to do that and not be constantly cutting and pasting and then going, okay, now I need to smooth that out and all. It did it well enough for me.
Yeah.
Because it's another one of those things. It's just like the LP series and the website and all. You know, I don't do these things because I want to be a YouTuber one day.
No.
And have this be my job, and I'm certainly not going to do the texture packs because I want to be a big texture pack designer or anything like that, you know.
No. It doesn't work if you try to do it that way either. You know, it's got to be something that just comes.
Yeah, yeah. Much like porn.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I've tried and tried and tried to break into the business, and it just hasn't worked out. You know?
I don't know. There's a lot of he she going in there. Sure, you can't find yourself a niche.
Unfortunately, so far the Minecraft porn niche is pretty. It's still pretty niche.
Yeah, look, I've got my 4 pickaxe.
Want to see my creeper?
Mining skill 961. Hey, it's finally got up again. I wonder how many XP you do get for 1 block of. Let me see if I can find it. Slash mining into it. My XP is 446. So let's mine 1 block. My XP is now 476. So that's 30 XP for 1 block of stone, isn't it? Let's try again. Another block of stone. $506. Yeah, so it's 30 XP per cobble. How many do I need? I'm not getting out a calculator, I'm doing this in my head. He pretends.
You go right ahead. I'll just ignore all the clicking.
No, every 675 blocks of cobble, I'll go up a level. Well, this time it'll take me 675 blocks of cobble to go up a level. Next time it'll be more. Pick check.
Thank you. I'm actually trying to wear myself down, so I'm on down to 1 pick.
Yeah, and then you'll forget with that pick and just mine it out.
Oh yes, of course. Very, very true.
I've been harvesting a lot of wheat because I find that the hive can't keep up with my consumption of wheat at the moment with all the cows and everything. And that's the same, that skill, what's it called?
The harvesting.
Yeah, herbalism.
Herbalism, yeah.
Is it? Yeah. Yeah, that's right down there. That's another skill I can't imagine anybody getting maxed out on or anything like that.
Well, I would never thought about it on mining either until you start doing a project like this.
Ah, well.
You know.
Whoa, I got a diamond.
Yay!
That's the best thing about this excavation skill. It just threw a diamond at me.
Alrighty, time for me to run up and unload. And while I'm up there, I think I'll pause and go unload.
Yeah, I think I'll go and unload too. I'm back in a moment. Back in a sec.
Alrighty.